didn't make the kick-off. It was a long one. We're just seeing the end of it after the build-up from their own 22. Some good hands, some good decoy running. And you could see all the time here that Jerry was trying to position Rokotoko on the inside. And once he got back on the angle against the defence, it was all over.
Yeah, good reading there between Joe Rokotoko and Jerry Collins. As you said, Grant, it was always going to come on the cut back there. There was no room down the sideline. And a good way to finish a very fine move that started right in the All Blacks 22.
And a lot of criticism about this ball from, it's meant to be called the Gilbert Synergy. The makers say it is. The All Blacks swear it's different than the one they use in the Tri-Nations. Complaints by Johnny Wilkinson, Chris Patterson, Philippe Contepomi and Daniel Carter. So not the easiest balls to kick, this one. Well, Nick Evans just makes a lie of that, but he stroked it nice and easy, and that's the key to it. And see again, AJ, great little backflip, change of angle.
Good pass there from Chris Jack. Actually been very prominent since he's come onto the paddock, obviously enjoying his run.
Well, it's a fairly open sort of affair now at Le Stade in Toulouse. 64-5. 12 minutes remain. Just after midnight New Zealand time. I think it's daylight saving back home. Clock's forward. If you're heading off to bed in a little while. Play on. Richie McCaw. Evans. The tackle.
McCaw's been prominent, hasn't he, already? Wherever the ball is, he's got his nose nearby. Absolutely. This ball got punched out of Nick Evans' hands, basically, but we'll just try to commit the last tackler in the offload. Never quite had control, really, did he?
See, the replacements have been worked wonders for this team. It's just given it a bit more impetus. Grant obviously contributed, and the pace, the tempo seems to have picked up.
Well, we brought some experienced players on, haven't the All Blacks? You know, Jack and McCaw and Howlett.
Come off. Mrs. the mark. Wait. Touch. Balls engaged.
Romanians have given it everything, close to running on empty now.
Not really on the feet.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Chris Jack desperately trying to stay on his feet. And I think that's what it was for. The referee needed to be off his feet. You're not allowed to sort of use your hands or your elbows to help your weight. So pretty technical, that one, but I guess under the law it's right.
So back into the All Black half for a rare appearance in this part of the field in the second half.
Romanian slowly walking up to the line out. I think the wear and tear is starting to take its toll on the side. Competed pretty well.
Mark Rodden. Andrew Hall coming on the side.
How can you come on the side when you're in the middle of the ruck?
Against 16.
Quite worked that one out.
Referee's the sole judge of fact.
I never argued with them, of course, Hamish.
No. So they're going to take the penalty. I don't think that this will go down too well, really, to be perfectly honest.
I see him coming in on the side there. Well, they've got the move going. I just think the referee thought, well, he's not making any attempt when they got some momentum going to get out of the way.
I don't actually think there was anything wrong with it, to be honest. When the guy's down, he can, you know, if while you're forming the maul, he can do what he likes.
Minutes remain. 64 points to 5.
Well, this is Daskaloo. Okay.
Vlachu.
Oh, sorry, it is Vlachu.
Lauren Vlachu. Picked 72 points in Test rugby. Gives it a right old-fashioned thump too. Likes it. Straight down the middle. So Vlachu, replacement player with the penalty. 64 points to 8. A solid return though, as we have another look at Vlachu.
Pretty good technique that. Left shoulder forward. Very well done.
Ball knocks it forward. It's Vlachu with the kick down to Howlett. Howlett certainly on top of his game, being one of the form players all year. Reuben Thorne with one of those Edinburgh-like errors creeping in. But other than that, I think it's been, given the context of the opposition, a reasonable return this afternoon for this team, captained here by Jerry Collins. One would assume he continues the captaincy with Richie McCaw on the field.
There's counter-attack opportunity again. Some quick ball from this ruck by the All Blacks, but Reuben Thorne unable to hold the pass. But I agree, Hamish, I think it has been better. Quality opposition not as good, and it's always difficult in these games to find the edge motivational-wise when it's a game you know you're going to win.
It just comes down to a bit of personal pride, doesn't it, and your ability to do the moves and to complete the moves with position and accuracy. And I think the All Blacks have tried to achieve that this afternoon. They've been under some pressure at times, and some of those offsides haven't quite gone their way, especially around the base with the ruck and maul. But I think you'll be well impressed with their performance this afternoon.
There he goes. Soko, the skipper, decides I'm the captain, I can do what I like. Puts it high. Howlett can't control it. Romania have it just short of the All Black 22. Crowd go crazy again for the Romanians. Howlett couldn't control it. Toyaba does.
Away goal! Away goal!
Leonard goes in and looks to dig it out. For Evans.
Stay here.
Lauren Vlachu. Soko, the skipper, now he's going to have a bit of a step. Gives it off to Tunita. Wakatoko coming in to make a nice tackle that had to be made. Tunita again. And numbers back to the right. Daskaloo. Not releasing in the tackle.
It's a great little offload game there from the Romanians, taking the All Blacks on at their own game. Some great little skills showed here. Some desperate defence by the All Blacks as the Romanians were probing, just looking for that elusive gap.
Here goes Richie McCaw, right up the middle, waiting for the support to get there. Doesn't quite find it. Now it's there for Leonard. Evans, one-on-one with Garl. And Nick Evans turns it back infield to Conrad Smith. Try for Conrad Smith.
Well, they've really upped the tempo, the All Blacks, in the last 20 minutes of this game. They back their fitness. This came from a quick tap deep in their own 22. And Nick Evans breaking down the right. Conrad Smith in support. So that's try number 6 for him in his 12th Test match.
Yeah, Evans is showing some Fight a foot there, but it started with Rich McCaw. He's the one who added the impetus. He took the ball at pace, ran 30-40 metres downfield, and used his nous. Not the ball carriers the ball support weren't quite on his shoulder, so he set up a good second phase ball out there, and Leonard read it right, went to blind side again, which has proved exceptional for the All Blacks.
Inside the final 5 minutes at Le Stade in Toulouse. 37,000 capacity crowd here. A stadium that was rebuilt, redesigned for the '98 Football World Cup here in France. Everywhere we go, superb stadiums, superb crowds.
And great hospitality, Hamish, it must be said.
No mistaking that. Evans. He struck it pretty well again.
It's kept well, Grant, since he's come on.
He has.
And the All Blacks have nudged past the 70 points as Nick Evans nudges past the defence and finds Conrad Smith back on the inside.
It's the Matador call, isn't it?
Violet.
It's the early days, the stadium was a bull ring. McCaw again in space. He'd be loving this. Howlett. Vlachu. The Howlett couldn't control it. Lauren Vlachu. Lock on.
It's a little opportunity. The hospitality we had, Hamish, we experienced some more last night with the New Zealand ambassador, Sarah Dennis, inbound from Paris to host some people from Airbus and some from New Zealand Trade and Enterprise, AJ.
Very nice.
Catching up with a couple of old All Black mates, Mike Clamp and Rob Gordon. It was a lovely night.
Again, Richie McCaw coming to the party. Obviously relishing the opportunity to get into open spaces, showing a fine turn of speed. Just the pass, Dave Howlett just coming back on the inside, tripping, not quite controlling it. Really a great opportunity to put another 5-pointer across the line.
Touch. Pose
Of course, I would have been out with you guys, but I had to stick to the screen and watch England beat Tonga.
Although Hamish, you had a few red lines on your behalf. And pass on your apologies.
What was it you had as